Please welcome from When We Rise, Ivory Aquino.
What do diamonds, dogs, and writers have in common? Pardon this, I couldn't help it. They're all best friends. As the sayings go, diamonds to girls, dogs to man, and in my opinion, writers to actors. Give an actor words by a great writer and we're in heaven. Now give an actor words by a great writer with important things to say, and well, sky's the limit. 9 years ago, my life was instantly invigorated while watching the Academy Awards, when a dashing young man won the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay for Milk. And before millions of people not only shared he was gay, but also assured young LGBTQ viewers that one day, we would have equal rights across this great nation of ours. Not long after this dashing young man's civil rights work helped overturn the discriminatory anti-gay marriage Prop 8. Two years ago, I found myself literally pinching my cheeks when, on the other end of the phone, as my internal dialogue shrieked, "Oh my gosh, seriously? What?" This dashing young Oscar winner was sharing that with the project we were about to embark on, we would reach into the living rooms of families nationwide, and they'd get to see that the LGBTQ community's dreams of pursuing meaningful lives, of loving those our hearts call for, of starting families with our dear beloveds, are the same dreams of anyone in America and in the world, regardless of gender identity or sexual orientation. That the we in the title of When We Rise refers not just to a few communities, but to all of us. I still vividly remember in that conversation, this dashing young man telling me, "Ivory, I'm glad we found you, and I'm glad you found us." This dashing young man has changed my life. This dashing young man's name is Dustin Lance Black. Lance, your work on paper and in pounding the pavement for our community is heart-tugging and always inspiring. Thank you for uplifting my life, the lives of those fortunate to have crossed paths with you, the lives of countless others who have not yet had the privilege of meeting you, but have already been profoundly affected by you, and the lives of many generations yet to come who already have a better chance of living and loving authentically, thanks to your inspired work. I love you, we love you, and from the bottom of our rainbow-colored hearts, thank you. In recognition of his civil and human rights efforts, I am proud to present Dustin Lance Black the WGAW's Valentine Davies Award.
Oh, thank you. My God. I don't know where to put this. First and foremost, I have to thank Ivory for the beautiful work you brought to When We Rise, but also Dee Reese sitting right there who brought her truth. Thank you so much, Dee. When I got the email, I got an email that said, "Hey, the Writers Guild president would like to speak to you and it's urgent." I thought, "Oh shit, I forgot my dues again." And I was sitting in our apartment in London, and I called, and he told me that I was going to receive this award. And I turned to my husband, Tom, who's sitting here, thank you for coming, and said, I think they really fucked this one up. Because I sort of vanished for a while, you know? And I thought, boy, I haven't done all the things, in fact, not half of the things or the quarter of the things I'd like to do to be able to make things better on this planet for young people, for future generations. I haven't gotten there yet, because I made a promise on a really big Oscar stage to fight for equality. And I went off and I did that, and I took what we do at our best in this room and put it in front of a different audience called the U.S. Supreme Court to make sure that we could marry the people we love no matter what state we live in. And so I thought, you know, I have a lot to do, and I don't feel deserved. And I don't know how to get on that plane unless I start thinking of this award not as some kind of pat on the back, but as we would say in Texas, where I'm from, a good swift kick in the ass. And I thought we could all kind of use a good swift kick in the ass right now, because what we do is necessary. And I had a couple thoughts about that, of why it's necessary. Things I've been thinking about for the past year or so, things I've certainly been thinking about since that phone call from our WGAW president. One, the work we do in this room to investigate who we are and all our magnificent differences, all of our diversity, the things that make us unique and special, the ways we are still treated differently under the law and by law enforcement, that is incredibly valuable work, necessary work. But that work is not sufficient. It's not all we have to do. If we stop there, we're in big trouble. If we stop there, we're divided and we're weaker, and we'll continue in those divisions to allow people like Donald Trump to be elected. The real prize on the other side of understanding our uniqueness is to find our intersections, to find our commonality, to find the bridges, to figure out how we can lock arms even despite our differences, to be strong enough to beat back the powers of fear and division. And number two, once we've built that coalition of the us's, that important coalition, we got to do something that so many of the faces I'm looking at in here tonight are doing so well. We got to rise up and resist and fight back and point out the people who are responsible for stoking fears to create division, stoking fear to push people back down who have been rising up. But if we stop there, that's also not sufficient, is it? My God, I look at these faces and I go, we are the dreamers. We're the best dreamers this world's got. And we are filled with visions. You know, I can look down there right now and see my cell phone on that table and trace it back to a writer named Gene Roddenberry who thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could call from this little thing from a planet up to a spaceship, right? And scientists went, yeah, that is really fucking cool. How do we do that? Let's figure that out. Let's get that going. Well, right now, what we need isn't just resistance. Right now, we need vision, and we need vision bad, because if all we do is resist, again, we will be divided, and we will continue to fail. The world needs your dreams. The world needs your visions right now. A vision of an equal world where there's enough, because there's a lot of people out there where I'm from who think if we give everyone equality, there's not going to be enough for me anymore. And there's a lot of assholes in Washington, D.C. trying to tell them they're right, and they're not right. But if we're going to prove them wrong, we got to share our vision for that equal world. We got to tell the world that when we get to a place where all of our brothers and our sisters and our sons and our daughters are treated equally, no matter who they love or the color of their skin or their gender identity, there'll still be enough for everybody. Paint that picture for us. Rise up, resist, but paint that picture of a brighter future, please. Because right now, I'll tell you, the world needs our anger and the world needs our resistance, but it is thirsty for your vision. Get out there and dream. Thank you very much for this award.